Are you like me and approaching 60 and not certain if you are ready financially for the next step in life here? In this video, I want to share with you 5 money moves that we need to make sure that we're on track for retirement if we're approaching the age of 60. Hi, my name is Jess, and I'm 51 years old, and I'm on that similar journey that you may be on here. So I'm trying to work on a variety of things. One, I do want to get myself healthier physically by exercising and eating right, but I also want to make sure that I'm on the right path with my financial health as well. So in this video, we're going to talk about some different topics, including budgeting, including investments, but also we're going to get deeper into understanding what position do we need to be in order to retire comfortably. So the first step is to assess your financial health. So this means taking a look at your complete picture. We will talk a little bit deeper about the budget coming up here, and I also have done that in another video. But where are you at in regards to your savings? Do you have a pension or anything like that? So the thing that you want to do is take a peek at the amount of money that you would like to have each month in your retirement years, and also be realistic and look at what your expenses are possibly going to be during your retirement years. In many cases, for example, one of the big expenses is going to be healthcare cost. So as you are somebody that, let's say, is 65 or older and you go onto Medicare, you might be surprised with the cost of paying for that insurance versus having something that was company sponsored where they took on a portion of that cost for you. So you want to take a look at what is the amount of income that you want to make every single month, and again, against those expenses. Now, online, they have a variety of different websites from a variety of different sources and companies, and they're even free. And you can plug in the amount of money that you want to make each month during that period of time in your retirement. And you can also enter in details such as how much money you have, whether it's in savings or a 401k or some other type of program. So myself, I have money that's sitting in a 401k between my wife and myself. And I also know that I'm going to have guaranteed money that's coming in because I also have a pension that was set up as well. So then when you use any of these online retirement calculators, that can help you determine where are you at. And the key thing that it's going to help you determine is where is the amount of savings that you need to be putting away now based on your current age in order to prepare for those years that you finally step out into retirement. In another video, I shared with you details about looking at your budget as you are going to prepare for retirement. But when we're talking about this entire process in regards to saving money, all of that doesn't even matter if you don't get your budget under control. So the thing that I think about is being 51 years old, I just need to be real with myself. I need to have a real conversation with my spouse, with my wife about that, about where we need to be financially in regards to how we are spending money. It doesn't mean that we still don't do fun things and enjoy life along the way, but we need to be realistic and smart in regards to the amount of time that we have and when we're wanting to actually step out into the retirement years and hopefully be able to travel and do the fun things that we want to do. So you have to get realistic with your budget, and you really, if you have any kind of debt, you really need to start attacking that debt. And we talked about that in another video that I did where we essentially take the different debt items that we have and we start paying on the smallest debt item first and then apply the amount of money that we were paying on that into the next debt item until we get all the way to the mortgage to get that cleared out. So this may be that time for you to take a look at boosting your retirement savings. And so what I mean by that is if you are like me, if you're over 50 years old, honestly, you cannot be sitting at the old amount that you might have been doing before. So if you were just contributing, I don't know, 3% because your company was going to do a match, you really need to step that number up. And suggested numbers are 10 to 15% of your income. And that may sound a little bit scary, but that's where paying down debt is going to really help. So you do want to take advantage of employer matches if you have a situation where they're going to match, whether it's a 401k or a 457 account. Those are areas that you certainly want to take advantage of doing that. If you have already maxed out your 401k in regards to how much money you can put into that, you can also look at setting up an IRA to be able to put money into that account as well. I do want to disclose right now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm somebody that's possibly just like you as I'm approaching these retirement years. So as I'm doing that, I'm studying different items that I need to improve on, that I need to work on. And these are things that I'm also doing as well. So in this next spot here, I wanted to talk about diversifying your investments. So what I mean by that is, as we are getting closer to that retirement age, we need to get out of anything that might be some type of high risk type of investment. Now, it's totally fine to buy some stocks and have that. For example, there's different companies. I use E-Trade, for example. They have accounts where you can just go literally just load money into an account and then you can buy stocks and all of that. But one of the things that I like in regards to something that's a little bit more conservative is I do like mutual funds. I do like the index funds. And those many times can be great places to put your money. And so a mutual fund or index fund is you own a share of a variety of different stocks, a variety of different companies. And so that is a way to help kind of separate out or space out essentially your investment and save, because it's within multiple companies. So I do recommend that. The other thing that you can do is take a look at real estate, and you don't necessarily have to go out and go be in the landlord business. You can pay people that are in the landlord business. So obviously one option could potentially be, and again, not all of your money, but some of your money, if you did go out and buy an investment property, is do so with somebody is going to manage the property for you, that has an established track record. You also can look at REITs, real estate investment trusts. So these are companies where they're looking for investors. Some of them have different minimums for you to even talk to them. So there's some that you may not even qualify for. But it's a way for you to be involved with real estate, something that is typically going to do well, and it's going to help kind of manage against inflation. So diversifying your portfolio is something that you need to do as you're getting older, and something that's a little bit more conservative. A bonus also for diversifying your money, I do recommend also having some money that's somewhere liquid, that's easier to access. So obviously it could be just in savings account that are earning X amount of interest, money market accounts, but another area also is your old school CDs, where they might pay you a longer interest rate or higher interest rate as long as you keep that money in there for a certain term. But it's a relatively liquid asset. So I'm not saying that for all of your money, you still want to have it diversified in some of those areas, but it is nice to also have liquid cash when you need that available to you, and earning better than a very low interest rate. You could pick up a little bit more than that. Okay, and the final thing that you need to do in order to be prepared financially for retirement is to plan for healthcare cost. So obviously, if you're still working, you know that your healthcare is possibly partially subsidized from your work. And as you step out into those retirement years, that's not going to be the case. And so one of the things that you can do is, if you already have a high deductible health plan, you can set up a health savings account. So sometimes this can be set up with the insurance company that you're already with, where you can put money into that account, and that money will continue to grow. There's no timeline in regards to you have to use it, for example, this year. So you can keep building money up in that. So a health savings account is certainly one thing that you can take advantage of that's available here in the United States. The other one that is tied to just even the plans that I'm doing right now is making this shift to eat healthier and to exercise more. And all of that in effort, you can go on in regards to all the benefits of exercise and eating healthier. My friend Jim had mentioned something that my nutritionist had mentioned, which was getting your food on the outside of the grocery store in regards to the ends of the grocery store and not the middle, all the processed food stuff. So, but eating healthier, that's something that's going to assist with this. So I know it seems funny to talk about exercise and all of that, but it's going to be related to financial cost as well. The other area that you can do in regards to helping plan or protect for the healthcare costs that are upcoming is to study Medicare and understand what are the costs that are associated with that. Whether you're single or whether you're married, they also are going to take a look at what's your income even in those years, in those retirement years. That will determine partly how much money you end up paying. And then also now to connect the dots, besides the health savings account, besides exercising and eating and reducing the potential chances for high medical cost, is also tied back to the original piece, which was also saving money. And again, your 401k, the money that you have saved up, your different investments that you possibly have, if you've been fortunate that you have some type of pension that's going to give you some type of guaranteed funds, this is going to help you with budgeting into the retirement years to help plan or prepare for different expenses that you have, including the unfortunate of if you end up having at some point in time to go into some type of home or nursing home or some type of care where I can tell you right now from experience with my dad, it is not inexpensive at all. All right, I think that will do it. So those were the 5 money moves that you need to make before you turn 60. My name's Jess. Again, thanks for joining me on this journey. I hope that you are enjoying the videos that I'm doing. And let me know in the comments if you are, what money moves that you're making in regards to prepare for retirement. I am interested to know if you've studied anything with Medicare at all to try to understand the cost and how that program works. That's something that I need to dive into. I know I have some time before I need to do that, but it's certainly something that's on my mind. So again, thanks for joining me, and I hope that you'll come back and check out more of my tips as I'm in this journey of heading towards retirement and getting ready for that and shifting my mindset from just being somebody that was younger in family mode and now in this mode of empty nester, kids out of the house, and I need to get ready physically and financially for this next chapter in life. So thanks for joining me, and hope that you're doing well and having a great day. Thank you.